Hey dolls, so this is going to be a video on this hair. So if y'all want to see where it's from and how I did it, then keep on watching. Okay dolls, so this hair is from V-Show Hair. This is the box. Sorry, I spilled some oil on there. That's why it's all shiny, but it just says V-Show Human Hair Collections and it has their website on it. The box really simple on the inside. The hair just came like wrapped up, I think, in a net and stuff. And then I got some wig caps, and then also there is this little booklet in here that tells you how to care for your hair daily and everything like that. So that's everything that came in the box. This is actually a 4x4 closure wig, I believe. So let me see if I could pull up the specs because there isn't anything in the box. This wig that I have is a 26-inch 4x4 lace closure, 250 density. And this is a highlighted water wave wig. So that is the curl pattern of it. You will see how I wet the hair down and how I defined the curls to give it more of this defined wet kind of look. Like it's not too glossy. I didn't put any oil or anything, but it's definitely really defined. And then I kind of just tried to shake it out a bit to get it a little bit bigger. But yeah, this is how it turned out. I did my baby hairs and everything, and I think it turned out super cute. At first I was like not knowing what to do with the baby hairs and not really feeling it, but it did turn out cute. So if y'all want to see how I did this, then keep on watching. Let me show y'all the back real quick. Oh, it's a vibe. Here's a little teaser of the hair flowing and glowing, and this hair is popping. Okay, so we're about to get into the tutorial of the video. Look at the highlights, y'all. It's just so pretty and it's looking real glossy and it's popping. Okay, so this is how the wig looks after I have bleached the knots and everything like that. You can see how the closure looks. There are 3 combs in the front of the wig, so 2 on the sides, 1 in the middle, and then also a comb in the back of the wig, and it does have adjustable straps as well. Don't worry about the hair looking dry right now. We're going to fix that up later, but I am tinting my lace using my Ebin New York tinted lace spray, and I'm just spraying it down. And then I went ahead and put the wig on, and I'm just going to go in and cut off those little extra tabs that are on the sides of the closure, because whenever you leave this on, your wig does not stick down the best. So it's best to just go ahead and remove that before you start applying any adhesives or sprays or anything like that. So I am going to be using the Ebin spray to lay this wig down. This is like the Bond spray. It is made for lace wigs, and I'm just using it to spray down the hairline with the wig already on my head. Now you will see how I did this through the video, and I will say I should have just did 2 layers, but I did 3, and it did get a little bit stiff, especially like since you're spraying the hairline down, it's gonna get on the hair, so it made it a little bit stiff whenever I tried to comb it out to do my baby hairs. But I will show you how I fixed that up. So as you can see, I sprayed it down, blow dried it, and then I went back in for a second layer right on top of that to make sure that it was stuck down really good. But then now we move on to actually cutting off the extra lace. I like to do a cut right down the middle and then start working on cutting the lace off and getting as close as possible as I can to the hairline without cutting off all of the hair or anything. There are a few little strands of hair that did get cut off, but this also just helps that your lace line is not going to be straight. It gives it more of a jagged kind of cut, but try not to cut off, you know, like all of your baby hairs or the hairs in the front whenever you do this. If you cut off a few, it is okay. So I've cut off one side. It's looking pretty good, but we definitely have to go back in and re-melt it down. So now I'm just taking the spray once again and spraying again. I would say skip doing that second spraying that I did before I cut the lace off, and you'll be fine. It won't cake up as much, but I will fix it. So after I've sprayed it down, then I'm going to go in and blow dry it just to melt the lace back into place and everything like that on the hairline where we have removed the excess lace. and just using the rat tail comb to kind of push it in place. And then I also did use my elastic band to tie it down, and then just blow dry it some more and let it get nice and dry. Now I do have some extra spray in the front, so I am going to take my alcohol and just remove any extra spray that got on my skin and in front of the hairline. Now I'm going to go in and start parting off the hair. I wanted to do a middle part. As you can see, it's already looking really good. I don't even have a wig cap underneath or anything like that. I didn't do a ball cap method or anything, and you can still see the scalp is looking pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to start hot combing the part into place just to kind of hold it and mold it, you know, where I want the part to be. So I am going to also part it off in sections and really lay it down so that the top could be nice and flat. So as you can see, I'm going section by section, just doing a part in the hair with my nail, and then I'm going to use some of the wax and then also use the hot comb to really lay it down into place. And then once I get to the top, I go ahead and add the wax stick there as well and just mold that down into place. You can see it gives it a nice shine, and it's also going to just really take your wig to the next level and get it nice and flat, and it's not going to look wiggy. So now you can see here, whenever I am going in to comb the hair out to start doing the baby hairs, it is kind of stiff and stuck into place from using that hairspray. But you can still do it with the spray. I would just say do the 2 layers, spray it once, cut the lace off, and then do another layer. Don't do 3. But now I'm just removing any extra, and just to lay it down really good, I'm using my Wig Dealer melting spray right on top of that. So this was like a lot of layers of spray, but I did notice that my wig did last really long. Like I still have this install in right now as I'm actually doing this voiceover. So I'm just spraying that down and then blow drying it into place. I use my rat tail comb, and then I'm going to tie it down once again with my elastic band. So now I'm going to work on doing my baby hairs. I did do a parted section on one side. Go in and trim the hairs down. I didn't cut them as short as I wanted at first, and they were too thick, so I kind of just molded it into place to kind of see what it's given. It was given too thick, so I went back in with my tweezers and I just removed any excess hair just to thin it out and give the baby hairs a more softer appearance. And I'm also using my eyebrow razor to just trim down those baby hairs. As you can also see, I am cutting them kind of diagonal where they're shorter at the top and then they get longer on the ends. And then I'm just molding it back into place, and this looks a lot better to me. I like them a little bit more thin and a little bit more wispy, not too thick. And then I'm also going to lay this section down that's right above where the tracks start, just to make sure that that is not showing. I did end up doing some baby hairs in the center as well, but I wasn't recording when I did it, but it just kind of gives it more of a frontal kind of look whenever I lay the baby hairs all the way across like this. So the ones in the center are really short, so just play around and do it how you want. And I also did use some foundation powder to go ahead and define the parting area as well as the lace in the front to really make it match my skin tone really good and give it an overall finish on the hair so that it looks more like scalp. And then I put my wrapping mousse on top, and then I'm going to blow dry it down into place. So now I'm going to go on and define the hair. And to do so, I am just using my water bottle. Amiri wants to say hey to y'all. She is right here. So I just spray the hair down with water really good. And then I decided that I wanted to use some mousse on top of it. The mousse that I'm using is the Big Raw mousse, and this is a curling mousse. I had a little bit left in here from when I did my braids recently, and I did use it on the curly pieces when I had my box braids. So I just put that in the hair, and then I scrunch it up, and I'm gonna let it dry. It did get a little bit crunchy, but not too much, but it definitely gives it a defined pretty look. So I really like using this with curly hair, so definitely need to pick up some more to do, you know, with other curly wigs and stuff. So after I just scrunch it, now you can see the hair is pretty dry, and I'm just gonna show you how I kind of got the hair to be a little bit bigger by just scrunching it more and kind of shaking it out so that it can have a little bit of a fuller appearance. So yeah, the hair is really pretty. I really like the color. It's kind of like a honey highlighted color, and the hair is giving more of a brown tinge. It's not so dark, so I really like this. So yeah, stay tuned for the outro. Say thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all. Okay. Okay, guys, so this is the completed look of the hair. I love how it turned out. I was a little unsure about it at first, but it turned out real cute, and it's super flat at the top. And I love the curls with the highlights. This is the only time I've really tried a highlighted curly wig like in this kind of length. So yeah, I think it's super cute. So definitely check them out. And if you have questions, leave them down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.